when we are browsing TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it is so easy to get addictive, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I would tell myself, this is not healthy,
Okay.
and you should stop.
Okay, welcome back to Playdate podcast, reminiscing your childhood memory. And this is our third podcast with the new guest. And welcome Songhya, Alison, Han.
Thank
Am
you.
I right?
Yes, you
Yay!
are. Yay!
So Alison, thank you so much for being here as my guest. You know, I'm so sorry because actually we have been planned it. We planned it
Yeah.
like several times.
Like for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, and then we just make it today. So let's enjoy this game.
Okay.
So let me introduce you first with the game. So this is what we call congklak, very traditional Indonesian game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from this game we learn how to win strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's begin by arranging the self. Okay, so do you know if we were children?
Yes.
Okay, grabbing the self, it's like one of the things that we can learn because it's like
Yeah, the hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. We have the icon of our podcast. It's Lala and Nano. Which one do you want to be your team? Okay. So if you think you are an updated person, you are Lala team. Team Lala.
Okay.
But if you think you are borderless person, you are team Nano.
Any differences between them?
Updated. Okay,
Updated.
let's say if you want to share anything to your friends, you are team Lala. But if you want to access many information as possible as you can, you are team Nano. So
what if I want to do both?
Updated or borderless? Okay, please, just for the game,
Wow.
just choose one. Which one do you prefer, or which one do you think you are related to?
I have to say the 50%, but if I have to make one choice, I would love to access all the information.
Okay, so you are team Nano.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be team Lala.
Okay.
Okay. Since we will talk about your childhood memories, can you tell us what is your favorite form of entertainment when you were
kid?
When you were
Okay, so when I was a kid, actually I was an otaku.
Otaku?
Yes, should I do it now? Okay. I think I was just like push one, right?
Okay.
I was a typical otaku who enjoyed playing video games, reading comic books, manga and animations. One of my favorite one is Pokemon and Digital Monster.
Oh.
Yeah, Digimon. And so because of that, by that time when I was still young, it is the population, just like it was Game Boy, which was yes, super popular, and there are fighting games, and then like the games themed in Digimon and Pokemon. So I played with that the most.
Oh.
Yeah, playing video games. I think
video games.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite entertainment because I love it. I enjoy winning the game, and I enjoy the proficiency that I gain through playing with the game.
Okay, great. Okay, before I give you the second one, oh, sorry. So you talk about the video games, the most entertainment that you remember as your childhood's memory. Do you think, or what you remember, the impact that you get from those entertainment or from those video games?
Well, I think that because like some video games has the storyline, and also with the manga and animation, what I think they give me the impact the most was to be someone who keep on purchasing their dreams. Yes, to be brave, to be
Oh,
confident and to have hope. Always have hope in your life, and
okay.
always have bravery to face your challenges into your life. So
Oh,
every time, even now, sometimes when I'm facing some challenges or difficulties, I will relate it to myself to the animations or some video game protagonists, so that I could have the bravery and courage to accept all the challenges. Or
okay.
if this is some downfall of my life, of course I will listen back to the theme song or every songs that related to the animations and my video games, so that I could feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget your
Okay.
turn.
Oops.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But my next question, since you talk about the hope,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then it's like it give you challenge in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe it's like your escapism when you were sad. Am I right? Uh, Actually,
Could be.
what I want to what I want to ask you more, it's about. Do you know currently
Mm-hmm.
there is a negative image
Uh-huh.
of people who play game.
It always be.
At least in Indonesia, I don't know.
Yeah, it always be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I mean, like this. Why do you think you are not that kind of image? And how do you, or maybe if okay, you are not that negative image because playing video game bring you that hope, bring you many
Something
things, yeah,
positive.
something positive. And how can you tell to maybe the other children or maybe
Mm-hmm.
the parents who watch this video that
Mm-hmm.
playing video game it's very give you or brings you positive impact, it's make you are today.
I see. Because, like, for the first thing that I want to talk about is, like, never consider some entertainment is, like, really bad or it affects your whole life. Because, like, of course, everything got negative effects. For example, when you're reading the so-called leisure books, sometimes back in times, of course, like when my grandparents were young at that time, it seems it is something really toxic. So it is the same. I think that the point is once you are not addicted to playing video games, I
Okay.
mean, spend 12 hours or
Okay.
24 hours without sleeping, playing video games, of course, it hurts your body, it
Okay.
harms your brain, and
Okay.
it also makes you cannot focus or do whatever you want.
Okay.
But like playing a game as a way of entertainment, you can spend your time for 3 hours per day to relax yourself. Of course, it's healthy for your mental state.
Okay.
Because if you focus on study for a long time,
Yeah.
of course you will get burned out.
Okay.
And also, I can talk for an hour about
Okay.
this. And the second thing is like playing video games is not something that we usually think you do nothing, your brain doesn't work, or you will get brain rotten. No, it is not like that.
Okay.
Because when you're playing video games, your hands should control the game controller, and it literally trains your hand-eye coordination. And also, in order to win the games, you have to be smart. I have to say, you have to train your brain. You need to think about strategy, and you need to practice it, and you need to make prediction. For example, when I was playing like Monster Hunter, when I'm hunting for the dragon, you need to focus and you need to see the previous actions of the dragon trying to attack, so that you can capture the timing to make attack, the effective attack. So if you are really good at playing games, actually you are good at doing so many things. You can be good at observing to see other people's reaction in your real lifetime. And also you can just like you can make strategy.
Okay.
And there is another thing, the most important thing is to like, how can I say this, is assistance or the preserve no, just like, for example, if you got killed,
Okay.
by the monster. You have to do it all again.
Okay.
So you insist on doing the things again and again. You learn how to keep going on. You never give up because you want to win the game.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so there are so many benefits of it, right?
Yeah. Actually, it's similar what we do now, right?
Yes, thinking about
how to win strategically.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Great. Okay. So my next question, because you mentioned about addictive.
Yes.
Okay. And do you know our podcast? We want to talk about game, especially like childhood memories game, and also really and want to make it relevant to digitalization right now. And when you talk about addictive, it's related to digitalization. So I just want to know your opinion about, because you can control yourself with the playing video games to not being addictive and just make it as your entertainment
way.
Yeah. So how do you keep yourself to not being addictive? And maybe it's in the term of playing video game, and maybe you can also talk it a bit about how you not being addictive with digital, or maybe playing videos media, social media. Sorry.
I think that is the most important thing is you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Cause like for example, is my mic still
Yeah.
on? Yeah. Cause like for example, to avoid being addictive, sometimes it's like you need to know you are doing exactly this kind of thing, and then you know the benefits of it and the harm of it. So for example, when I was playing the video games, I know that my eyes sometimes will feel tired, and that is the time I need to stop.
Okay.
So I would just give it up. And sometimes for example, like digitalization, right?
Yeah.
When we are browsing TikTok, yes, it is so easy to get addictive, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I would tell myself, this is not healthy,
Okay.
and you should stop. And so sometimes I would just, like for example, in my smartphone, I don't have TikTok and I don't have Red Notes, all those kind of like social media.
Okay.
I will set myself a time limit not to browse everything.
Okay.
Or if I am studying, I would push my phone far away from myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like it's just like Angie have seen it before. She asked me,
Okay.
why did you put your smartphone in the bathroom? I said, I just want to be far away.
Okay.
Ever since I cannot access to it, sometimes because you do it unconsciously, just grab your phone and started to browse it.
Okay.
So what if you just make yourself being a little bit difficult to access your phone, and you could be better. And then if you are talking about how to avoid being addictive, I think it is the positive feedback system in your brain also works. It's something like that. When I successfully control myself, I feel happy. I have a sense of achievement.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be like this.
Yeah.
Yes, just similar to why I working so ahead of the thing. Yes, for example, I set my plan. I finish all my readings.
Okay.
I feel so happy. And then I got a sense of control.
Okay.
And I can control my life. I can control what I'm doing now. So it is a really great sense of achievement. So this is another positive feedback system can help me.
Okay.
First, tell yourself to know the results of being addicted.
Okay.
And the second thing is like, yes, that every time if you successfully control yourself, you could make it smoother, and every time you can just do it better and better.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Ow!
Yeah.
I think I'm going to lose.
No. No. This is my hole. Don't fill my hole.
Oh yeah. I cannot feel. Just I can feel it here. Okay.
So, do you think that kind of do you know you are able to control yourself?
Yes.
This is something that you get from playing video game?
Well, honestly,
I
got addictive when I was young. I played 11 hours for a single RPG game, and I kept thinking about it when I was in class. I did got addiction, but I stopped playing video games for a longer time. After that, after I learned how to control myself, and then finally I can find a balance between my life and playing video games. So it is not video games that taught me how to control, but it is like after I learned how to control myself, and then I can feel safe exploring in playing video games again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this might not be the answer that you expect.
No.
Okay.
It's good. It's good answer. But I'm just curious about, do you know, maybe we need to talk more about your culture too. Yeah, because we talk about this traditional game. Do you have like very traditional game that you remember when you were a child that give an impact that shape you what you are today?
If I said no, is it okay?
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
But maybe something that you can explain, or maybe you can share more about for us to us about. Okay, maybe like this, because you mentioned about you don't have TikTok, you don't have several social media. Is it also because I heard about, do you know, digital digital boundaries
In China, you
in
mean?
China?
The firewalls.
Yeah. This is also
It is.
yeah, that's because you don't have that access, so it make you not used to.
No, actually, I got access to all the things.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm living in a region that I could access everything.
Okay.
Because I'm living in Hong Kong. Hong Kong doesn't have the firewalls.
Oh, okay.
Firewalls. It's just I wanted.
Oh.
I am showing my agency. I am making control. I don't want to have it, so I don't want it. It is not because I don't access.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you ask me some games that shake my life, I still consider video games not.
Okay.
Not the traditional game, because I didn't access any Chinese traditional games in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, from what I had mentioned, all of my games that I used to play were from Japan. Yeah, because the culture.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so influential by that time.
Okay.
And by that time, there weren't many, like the so-called our home nation. Yes, the domestic video games. We only got Japanese game, Japanese animation. And even the animation broadcasting in TVB, it is our TV channel, official TV channel. It is all Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that it is my childhood is influenced more by Japanese culture than Chinese culture. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Your turn, actually.
Yes. Oops.
Okay. So my next question, because you talk much about the video games, playing video games, it helped you. Can you share with us maybe one storytelling from the video games that inspired you, that help you to be more resilient, or maybe to have been through the difficulties in your life?
Wow.
Something that maybe
Story.
Yeah, maybe our viewers will try.
Because when I'm thinking about video games, because like that depends. It is not that influential. I mean, the story plot.
Okay.
Because I got my favorite type of video games, and they are more or less like detective stories or the fighting ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so normally it's to collect the tools or the equipments or now not really story driven.
Okay.
But can I say a story from like the animation or
Yeah,
manga?
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So my favorite manga is called JoJo.
Jojo.
Yeah,
Okay.
JoJo's and this bizarre adventure. And
Okay.
this is the story that taught me human once got resilient and to pursue their dream or to do something that's um, like to justify
Okay.
the world. And it is oh no, just wait for a minute second. Let me
Okay.
rephrase. Cut.
Okay.
It's just like this.
Look at.
My favorite manga is called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
And so it is a story about the Joestar family. So from the first generation, second generation, the third generation, they got the kind of spiritual type. And there was a saying that the light of human is the light of bravery.
Okay.
So normally the protagonist, in order to protect the world or protect someone he loves, he sacrificed himself or he was willing to sacrifice
Okay.
himself to beat the antagonist.
Oh, okay.
So regardless their safety, regardless of anything, they just want to pursue the goal they want to.
Okay.
And so they were brilliant in mind, and they are also brilliant in heart. So it is kind of like that story that encouraged me to to fight for justice sometimes. Like when I'm finding something really unfair, or I think that we need to use our action to be activism to fight for justice. I'm willing to step up in.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the story.
Don't forget to. Maybe I will have the other two last questions.
Yay!
One question before the last. As an adult right now,
Yes.
Can you, like critically analyze the media that maybe children's currently that you, because I know you are a teacher of.
Yes, I was a teacher.
Oh yeah, you are teacher of kindergarten.
Well, I taught all the ages.
Oh, all the
yes,
ages.
from 0
Okay.
to 18.
Okay, so you interact with children.
Yes.
So I just want to know your opinion, how you critically analyze how children consume the media.
How old?
Yeah,
old
maybe.
Are they?
Sorry?
Just like for the children, how old? Because different age.
Maybe, yeah, actually our target it's like 13 until 17.
13 until
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, so how you critically analyze what children consume media right now, and then maybe when you were a kid consume media, because you said you have the agency, you are the one who control yourself, so maybe you can give your opinion about that.
For me, using media now, it is unavoidable, unescapable, and unstoppable trend nowadays. So I don't think it is necessary to stop children to using media and stuff, because you cannot stop them.
Okay.
And even though just like you can stop them as a parent, you can stop them, but it only triggered their desire to access media through the other ways. Because you will never know how children can access multiple choices. Yes, because they can do them by themselves. Something that you ask me not to do, it cause just like encourage the resilient or the rebellious feeling that you don't want me to do. I will do that. Anyway, so for me, using media, since you can never control it, so how about just let it go? I mean, let it go with the proper guidance. It could be better, because using media for me is never a bad thing. For example, using ChatGPT, using AI, using social media, you can access quite a lot of knowledge. You can just like that depends on how you do it, how you make it.
Okay.
For example, you think about using media as your tool to
Okay.
improve yourself or to study or to access information to get in touch with your parents or your friends. Stay in socialize of socialize circle system whatever.
Okay.
Just like stay with your friends, keep in
Okay.
touch with your friend. Of course, those are good.
Okay.
But if you see social media or just media, every media is toxic thing or negative side, yes, you can never assess the positive ways to using it. So I think the first thing is to change to think about media is your tool.
Okay.
Because like when ChatGPT was first published, quite a lot of debates around it, whether AI could replace human being. So from my opinion, it's like you can use it as your tool. It can help you instead of afraid of being replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the first point, and the second one is for children. Of course, just use it.
Okay.
Yes, just use it as your tool. But how can we be the proper guide? I think that depends on the adults.
Okay.
So, for example, let me do something really practical. It's like you can share your own experience with your children to how to use social media or media stuff together. For example, for I know that some parents are really enjoy playing video games with their own kid.
Okay.
So this is a really valuable
Okay.
parenting time.
Okay.
So you spend high quality time because you are playing video games. Because I also did that with my dad. Yes, before I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Because I have my dad for the whole full time. He's not doing something else. He was playing video games with me. So this is a really high quality parenting time. I mean the children parents time to spend together, and also for example, when we're talking about when we can see some fake news or toxic news or something that we obviously think problematic.
Okay.
Instead of banning them, don't read that.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
How about we take it into a conversation? Just like, what do you think about this? This is my thoughts, and how about yours? So that when you develop this kind of idea, you will lead your child to be critical. Yes, to be critical about things, because you will never ban anything or just protect them in a glass or in a shell.
Okay.
You can never do that. So instead of keeping all the toxic information away from your kid, I think it is better that you bring it to them
Okay.
and discuss with them and talk about the positive and negative
agree.
effects. Yes.
Yeah, agree.
Yep.
Okay, so for the last question,
Yes.
okay, because you have a good testimony with video games. It's like give you a soul, give you happiness.
Yes.
Give you. It's like make your life alive. So for the last question, maybe can you, say to us what makes video games it's really matter or meaningful in your life until you want to invite maybe
some of the audience to play video games.
to play video games.
Well, I think here is the thing. There is a saying, video games is the fourth form of arts.
Okay.
Art. Yes, art. I don't know whether you have heard it before, because it is the interactive art. That you can immerse yourself. So I don't recommend playing some really, really simple games. Well, of course, they got their own meaning, but I prefer to play the RPG video games because you can make your own choices and you can lead yourself into a really good story, or, well, practically saying, of course, you can learn something from playing video games. But I think it is a way for you to immerse yourself into totally different worlds, especially the RPG games. You can imagine yourself being the one that you would never be in your real life. So it is a new exploration chance for you. And so you could just like doing experiments. You can take it as a life lab. Yes, that's what we mentioned in the class. Yeah, this is what I really think about. Just like you can experience others' life that you would never experience. That is really, really attractive points to me. For example, like playing the ancient Chinese game, I can do archery. I can dress pretty in Asian Chinese costume. Yeah, I can be a hunter to hunt just like the enormous animal, and I can use a knife that I could never use. Of course, in my life, you are not going to do that, right? So this is the imagination. You can boost your imagination, experience others' life, take it as a life lab. Just find some really good video games, of course, some kind of games that requires two people to solve the problems, the detective games, or like for example, the most famous game for two people is like It Takes Two. That is also, it is a good way to enhance your friendship with your friend. I play that, and because of that game, I just be one of my best friends again. Just like no, because it was like this. I had a super huge argument with one of my best friend. Yeah, he was not my friend anymore by the time. But now because we played this game all together, and we were friends together. Yes, again.
Again.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. That is another story that I could share later after dinner.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, you play the last one because you began.
Yes.
So I will end it.
Okay.
I played the last move. Okay. So that's the end of our game. Now let's count how much we get. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How much you get?
9.
Okay, I also get 9. So we are the winner. Yay! All right. So thank you so much, Alison. And before we close or before we end this one, I have something for you. Anyway, before that one, this one. Yeah. So I want to give you the postcard.
Thank you.
Since you are the third person of this podcast, I give you the this is the postcard of Indonesia. So this is like the province of Indonesia, and we begin from the west.
Okay.
You got the third one, which is Sumatera Barat. So do you know, if I hope start from now, if you want to go to Indonesia, it's not only Bali.
I've been to Bali. Sorry.
So you have the other choices. Going to Sumatera Barat. It's also you can go here and then
the temple. Yeah.
So this is for you.
Just wait for a second. Anggi, is it where you're from?
No, this is still in my island.
Okay.
I see. We start from my island.
From the first island, second island, the third island, because Anggi is from the third island.
She's second island. Anyway, we have Anggi, just for context, because she mentioned Anggi many times. Okay, and this is for you.
Thank you so much.
You want to open it now?
Yes.
Okay. While you open, I give you context. This is very Danish, actually. But when I saw this, this is remind me of what you're doing for me. Okay. For context, I remember when I present this podcast in front of our classmate, I was very nervous. I feel like no one wants join this one, but you are in front of me, and I remember what you do. It's like yeah, very enthusiastic. I feel like okay, I just watch Alison, and you give me the energy. You give me okay. I should make it. And do you know the meaning of this one?
I don't know.
The small thing.
What is
you did very small thing, but it's give a big things for me when doing this presentation to present this project.
Thank you so much.
And oh my god, sorry. Sorry, I forget. Okay, you
Never
watch it.
mind.
You watch it.
Never mind. I'm blind.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm blind. I didn't see anything.
Sorry. And the meaning of this, it's like, okay, I forget the detail, but it's about if you want to
Have something.
yeah, it's like you need your neighbor to help you for small things, something like that. So it's like
I'm your neighbor.
Yeah, you are
I'm
my
helping
neighbor.
you. You are helping
I'm
me
so
too.
sorry doing that. Sorry, I'm so
blind.
sorry.
I didn't see anything.
Thank you so much,
Yay!
Alison. Yeah, I hope you like it because I know you will back to your home.
Yes.
So I think you can bring this and then
Yes,
put on
I will
your
carry it all the way back to my home.
maybe
That's-
you they
that's
cannot
life.
see that you. Okay, let's close our podcast. So yeah, that's all our episode today. Thank you so much, Alison. And for this episode, we are winner. We win
Yes,
the game
we are.
because the previous one I always win the game.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, I'm almost there.
okay, so to close this episode, I will say Playdate podcast, and then you will say reminiscing your childhood memories.
Reminiscing your childhood memories.
Okay, so thank you so much. Let's meet again in the next episode. So Dea and Alison, we wanna say Playdate podcast.
Reminiscing your childhood memories.
Yeah! Yes!